Oops, let me roll that window up so you can hear me type action. Anyway, hey, how's everybody doing? I hope nobody got washed away. And for those that did, all that, yeah, sorry. Anyway, yeah, so it's been a wet weekend, even where I reside. I'll insert a clip here in a minute. Anyway, yeah, so what I was going to say, though, was, besides, hey, look at that steering wheel, was, it's a small world, anyway, type action, or something like that. I forget how the song goes. Something about it being a small world, and it kind of is, I guess, when you think about it. Hold on. It was cool out. I had the heat thingy, but it was mixed. It's warming up. 73 on the dial. Yeah, so I had to, anyway, yeah, right? So how's everybody doing? I think we already went over that. Yeah, but yeah, where were we? It was a small world. That's where we were. How could we forget? It's such a small world. Anyway, yeah, but seriously, no, look, between them two lockers, there was like some Christmas stuff and some more Christmas stuff, and then a little bit of like older, like vintagey, I guess what they call it. Is that what the kids call it nowadays? Retro, vintage. Not quite antique. Anyway, some Christmas stuff, right? So I put Miss Amy, we together as a team, a unit. Anyway, so sort of speak. Anyway, yeah, what we did was we made a big lot. I like to call it a lot because there's like a lot of it, and you put it in a pile, and it's like, that's a lot. And then everybody's all like, damn, that's a lot. And you're all like, how much is it? And they're like, yeah, it's a lot. And anyway, yeah, so it was a lot. So anyway, we did a Christmas lot, right? But as it would turn out, the subject who came to purchase said Christmas lot was my goddamn 7th grade school teacher. Anyway, pardon my French. Oopsies. Anyway, but we're not in class anymore, so she can't do anything about it. Shut up, Count Dracula. Anyway, yeah, right? But see, that was crazy, because Miss Amy was all like, hey, you know who I think that was? And I was all like, no, you're wrong. And then it was, and I was all like, huh, you were right. Go figure. And then Miss Amy I told her, I was like, well, you should send her a message. And, because I was all like, how do you know? And she was all like, well, it said she was friends with Becker. And I was all like, Becker Bucks? Anyway, well, then you're right. You know, when you're right, you're right. And two wrongs don't make a right. And that's my name. Anyway, but, yeah, see, the thing is, yeah, it was. And then I told her, I was like, well, hey, tell her, like, hey, we remember you. And then anyway, so I guess she did or something like that. And then anyway, she was all like, I think I had Mikey in my 7th grade English class. And I was like, huh. I must have stood out. Not really, though. I don't know. I'm an idiot, case in point. But anyway, look at me now, right? Anyway. And that's been today's drive time rant. But anyway, here we find ourselves getting back out here. It quit raining for like 5 minutes, so we're gonna scoot on down here and see what we can stumble across. But yeah, anyway, right? So despite having left quite a bit of stuff out in the rain, which it was kind of unavoidable, also another thing to point out was I didn't go finish cleaning out the units, but nothing was ever said, and I still have an active account, so I don't know if, like, maybe they just didn't make a stink about it because they kind of, got me on, I couldn't get back into one of the units. So, like, that's kind of, like, it's my stuff, I paid for it, and now you're telling me I don't have access to it until when? I still haven't heard anything. When am I going to hear something? I want my stuff. Not really, like, I don't want anything else to do with it, but they don't know that, but they're going to find that out eventually. But anyway, yeah, so it's just like, whatever, dude. Anyway. Right? I mean, no harm, no foul, I guess. You can go ahead and just keep it, right? How about that, buddy? Anyway, so yeah, here we are, back out here. Not yet, but we're making our way. I hear there's another hurricane coming. Also, I hear the telescope discovered that Mr. Scrappity don't have to go to the dispensary anymore. Yeah, you can spot me on the weboscope any day. Anyway, no, I'm not usually that high, but anyway. It was like, well, what did we discover? Some strange object that's redirecting its course, or some new solar galaxy system type action that we're going to be able to figure out how this whole thing started. It all started when I started watching some YouTube videos one day, and I was like, hey, I could probably do that too. Not that, the other thing, like all of this. I don't know. You think they'd be able to figure it out though, because in the end it is a small world, right? If it's so small, how come they can't figure out how it started? I don't know. It's a small world, but it's a big problem, right? Anyway, something like that. Anyway, did you hear? They're eating the pets. I don't know. I haven't personally seen it, but the word on the street is that it could be a fact. But then again, a lot of things could be fact that really aren't. So, anyway. But the fact my 7th grade school teacher came and bought some Christmas stuff for me, what's sad, and it really highlights the point that I am an idiot, but I didn't do it. It was Miss Amy, but it was probably at my misdirection. So anyway, we had like a lot of Christmas stuff, right? Like, and not like when I say a lot, I don't mean like a lot. I mean like a lot, And so we did 2 lots because there was a lot. So, do you follow me? Anyway, and what had happened was when she came to pick it up, the poor woman, that's who we left standing out in the rain the other day. I feel so bad. I surely wish I had a porch so people could actually pick things up from the porch and not just the stoop. I guess, what do I have? Do I have a stoop? You're a stupid, Mr. Scrappy. I know that. But anyway, where were we? We had a lot, right? So we made it into 2 lots. And when she came to get it, it was kind of raining a lot. and Miss Amy carrying everything out, I think we mixed up the lots. So one lot became a little, or a little less at least. And look, it's the fuzz. But we're not doing anything because we got a hands-free type action. So the thing is, she got some of the wrong lot. Well, she said it was the wrong lot, but we're pretty sure some of it was the right lot. I know some of it was left out of the lot. Are you still following me? Like, we got some of the wrong lot possibly mixed in with some of the lot left out. So, the lot that became a little less might have actually been a little more because some of there was a lot less somewhere. Anyway, yeah, so she had to come back, right? And then I think we made it right. Anyway, there's a whole lot of stuff, so it's kind of like, I can't remember, and it's like, when you look at the pictures, there's just a lot of pictures to look at, and it's like, wow, this is becoming overwhelming at this point. So at one point I told her, I was like, just tell her to keep the one stuff, and then she insisted that she bring it back. So anyway, the little was a lot more, or something. In the middle, I think it's a country song, or I don't know. Anyway, let's go scrapping. Morning. I hope you got your Sunday best on, because it finally quit raining. Anyway, some may remember I got a couple of storage units here a few days ago. Coffee. Anyway, the point is, some things may have gotten a little wet. I found this over here though. It's a quality representation of just exactly how much rain did Mr. Scrappity get. I don't know. Let's examine. At first it started coming down in cupfuls. Eventually we ended up with bucketfuls. Now granted, it's coming off the slope of a roof here, but good God almighty. Yeah, we've had a little rain. I lost one umbrella. This one got blowed apart. I had some tarps covering some of this stuff, but I think they belong to the neighbor now. Anyway. You guys want to crack one open? Fooey poussey. Anyway. Don't worry, I've got enough for everybody. But yeah, we went out and we picked up some scraps the other day. And we got rid of them scraps, and I did keep that aluminum pan there. But anyway, you know, it is what it is, right? Anyway, whatever. Well, this is a unique looking specimen here. Very contemporary. Oh, something. I'll take a couple of box fans, ceiling fans, tower fans. I'll take all kinds of fans, man. It's got wheels on it. Also seemed like it worked just fine. Well, this has wheels on it, but sometimes it's faster to carry stuff. Scoop? I don't know. We might as well grab a sack. A nut sack. Oh. I got some spoiled squirrels. I'm not taking all this. I'm sorry. It ain't much, but I'm not seeing much out here. Blowed over trees and knocked down tree limbs, that's about it. That's that might not even be 6 cents. About 3 farkles. DVD player. I don't know what it is. We'll throw it in the buggy. Wagon. What buggy? I don't see no buggy. I do see a TV. It ain't got no tail on it no more though. Anyway. We have to call housekeeping here shortly. Somebody already nabbed the tail. I don't know, we were finding some junk. I'll get it on there. I appreciate it. Have a good day. Do I need a hand? Is a patio chair. Pretty sure I'll be able to wrestle it up in there. Anyway. Plastic. Plastic. You never can tell. Anyway. That'll look pretty good in the greenhouse. Anyway. Nope, glove drop. Now that's an interesting homemade umbrella stand. No umbrella. Just the skin. That's very strange. What is that? I don't know. It's I don't know. $10, that's what it is. Looks like some what you call it? Hobby Lobby merchandise. What have you guys got going on? I read it in a book somewhere. It said best thing to do for your, here's a sparkle and a Christmas light and a piece of glass. And, I don't know. Anyway, best thing to do for your fern plant is to throw a filing cabinet on it. It helps. It's Larry Go-Go on the radio. Anyway, couple of shells. Maybe we'll do a little better later this week. It stops raining for a couple days. It's a ryobi. Some guys call it a ryobi. Can't quite reach it. Generator. See, I mean, they still got limbs hanging and wires and stuff, and there's a big tree down back that way. There's some cabinets somebody set out. Anyway, yeah, there's limbs down, trees down, wires down all over the place. Anyway. Something. It's a big wheel. It's got wheels on it. Or something like that. Oh, too bad it's not aluminum. It'd be a lot cooler if it was. But anyway, we'll take it. The bees are back in town. Anyway, Larry, work with me. All the wood's a little moist at this point, so everything's kind of misshapen. Well, also the gate. It's a little misshapen itself. Anyway, look, this dude was in the Navy. His name was Gary. I took the badge off his hat. His cap, whatever you want to call it. And I hung it up here. See, I'm in the Navy. And also, I found this pin. It says I love Dick. And I got a Navy pin. I just thought the two combined were pretty funny. Anyway. I love Dick. Personally, I mean, I could live without it. Well, I don't know, I guess you can live without it, but I don't think I'd want to. Anyway, well, I mean, I would, but I don't. Anyway, today's episode is sponsored by Scavenging Electronic Ignition Company. Scavenging. Couldn't you just made it called Kung Fu or something like that? Anyway, I don't know. Look, my fern made it back. So did my bag of walnuts. Let's go over here and see how far down they've whittled the pile. Oh, look, I got a lot of kitchen stuff still. And I still got some records. Somebody was all like, you got any Elvis, Mr. Scrappity? I do, somewhere in here. Look, I got some WEBN stuff. That's probably something local, maybe. Worth a little something. Oh, there's another one. And another one. I got 2 number 7s. Huh. Oh, there's another one. Another one. Hit power. What's hit power? Anyway. EBN. That's an older one. Wow. A ribbit. Anyway, I didn't. Wow, there's a lot of them there. Anyway, there's a lot of stuff I still haven't gone through yet. And there's some Dolly. I know there's some Elvis in here somewhere. Surrealistic pillow. I don't know where the Elvis went. There's a bunch of Elvis somewhere. John Denver. Bunch of Christmas stuff all over the place still. And it's a lot of like Dollar General. But anyway, there's a lot of older stuff too mixed up in with it. Somewhere. I don't know. Them things are so stinky over there. And I got all kinds of these bears. Look. In 1999. And they're still tagged. There's 03, 99, 02, 2000. Yeah, I know there's some Elvis out here somewhere. Grand Funk Family Library. Oh, yarn. Knit you a sweater. Yeah, I don't know. Anyway. Wasn't the greatest of lockers, neither. But, you know, could have been way worse. Oh, here's my Neely chair. I had to move it out of the way earlier. Ladies. Neely chairs. Anyway. I'll take these in the house for now. Oh, let's do the fern thing. Fern project. Somebody's got the Toby going. Anyway, look. They fit. Kinda. Ladies, do you think it'll fit? Anyway. Yeah, look. That's a big one. And I got that droopy guy. Anyway, oh, and that thing. This one's kind of done for, I guess. Whatever it was. These guys are popping pretty good, though. And I had some purple ones the other day. These guys are doing all right. A couple of them, they're doing all right. And the asparagus, or whatever it is there. Anyway. Go ahead and kick that little dude back on. There we go. Ah! Doggy door. Anyway, kind of cool, huh? They're using my gravestones as perches. But anyway, they picked through this pile of walnuts. We got them a new bag. Anyway. Got a bed still. Got rid of that bed. Anyway, it sat out in the rain for days. And then it sat out front, covered up in the rain for a day and a half. And then it finally went. I still got a big bucket of walnuts in there. I'm gonna save for winter time. There's a singer underneath that thing. Anyway, that's what we dragged home on a Sunday. We've done better. We've done worse. Look. I gave them breakfast. They had cornflakes and granola bars. Getting stinky. I'm no expert, you know. You know what I'm saying. See this big tube TV here? And, like some of the garbagey stuff? That's because when I started emptying them lockers, you gotta take everything, you know? And the point is, well, my point is, what I've learned, that I was watching Natch in there, and he got his first storage locker. I remember when I got my first storage locker. It was a great one. Shotguns, tools, all kinds of stuff. Anyway, the point is, it's all got to go, right? So each load, I just, like Miss Amy and them, they like to open boxes and look as they're going through it, which I like to peek, but I mean, peek and put it on, peek and put it on. Just take it all. Tube TVs and just, my point is, if you cherry pick it and you leave all and nothing but garbage, and you know, like, oh, I have to go back to finish cleaning out the garbage and sweep the unit out. Well, for me, just the motivation, it dwindles down to about like this, you know. But when I know, like, well, I've got to go back and finish cleaning it out, and there's like a bin there and a box there and some mystery still left there, and then some garbage, like, you know, you gotta want to go back. And if all you've left there is garbage, I wouldn't want to go back. I can find garbage on the side of the road. Anyway, that's nuts, Mr. Scrappity. I know. It's about the only advice I got. But anyway, yeah. Power unit. Sponsored by the Power Unit. It's not. I mean, it is portable. It's got wheels on it, but anyway, I don't know. Yeah. So, all kidding aside, that's the best advice I got. Don't leave the garbage. You know, don't cherry pick the good stuff and leave the trash where you have to go back and pretend to be Ralph. You know, you want to take the good with the bad and the good with the bad, and then separate it somewhere else. That's just the way I do it. That's how I've enjoyed doing it. Now, in particular, if you have some place that's sheltered where you can take it back and go through it, that helps. But I mean, it is what it is, right? It is a big old movie poster for breaking away. Breaking away. Is that what it's called? I don't know. Anyway, got rid of some Star Wars posters today. Got rid of a Star Wars poster the other day too. Anyway,